if it's a one-off game, Salah's bottom.
I'm not having that from someone who said Harry Maguire is Harry Beckenbauer. You better shut your mouth right now.
I would not let you interject, This guy is a football genius.
Yes, people, welcome back to the channel, and it's another Start Sub Sell. We've done a few Premier League all-time ones. We've parked them off now. Hopefully you've enjoyed them. If you haven't watched them, go over and watch them, people. We'll put it in the playlist so you can make sure you go over there straight after this video. Show them videos some love, but we're here now, so show this video some love. Hit the like button. 1,000 likes nice and early. Make sure you keep on checking, people. Leave your comments as well. Obviously these are our thoughts, our opinions, our suggestions, but we want to know yours too in the comment section. And obviously more content ideas. I'm going to keep on asking you, so keep on telling me, people. I do note them down so we eventually do get to those ideas if they're good enough. So make sure you leave yours, people. Now, I said this ain't Prem all time. We've parked that off for a little bit. What I've brought into play here is a look at a few different continents. I've got 3 continents, the primary continents of football, I'll call them. That being Africa, Europe and South America. I don't think I'm missing any there. No.
Well, according to SAEED, Clint Dempsey.
Well, maybe we'll do, was it North America then? Maybe another day.
North America,
We'll do North America.
Canada.
But if we're talking football, legends, OGs, then I think those 3 continents will cover every name we need to cover. So apologies if you're outside of those continents, no disrespect to you. Maybe good at other sports, but this one here, football, Africa, Europe, South America, that's what we're covering.
Sorry, son. I just had to say sorry for son.
Yeah,
But he don't call him world class himself.
Maybe one day.
Remember, he don't call him world class.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you had to fight.
That's no. There's no shame in that.
We'll go alphabetical order. Yeah, we'll go alphabetical order on this one. Yeah. So starting with Africa, just a reminder. They're not all position based. It could be moments based. It could be record based. It could be style based.
Fire starter.
There's a fire starter. I can tell.
Importance based.
Let's go, champ. There's a fire starter. I can tell from
Big
Turkish.
names in this Africa continent. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Huge.
I've tried to listen. Shout out to Roger Miller, George Ware. But I'm considering the age of the team, the average age, and that was a bit further down the line. I don't think we would have got all in terms of. Even I don't know enough about Roger Miller, for example. But looking at Africa, I picked out 3 names, starting with Mo Salah, Samuel Eto'o,
Oh shit.
or Yaya Toure.
Damn.
Yep.
That's bonkers.
You're
That's
going
mad.
into a league season.
That's mad.
You need to
You know how much he loves Yaya
start
Toure
one,
as well.
So this is leagues.
bench one, and you need to sell one on deadline day.
bonkers.
League season.
League season.
Salah, Eto'o, Yaya Toure. Comment section.
That
Let us know.
league season is perfect as well.
crazy.
That's bonkers.
Okay. Oh.
Where do we begin?
Okay.
No. Let whoever wants to take
Where do we
this.
begin?
Take this.
Let's start with Mo Salah, because
He don't really want to start.
The reason why
Mo Salah, man, come on, man.
the reason why, look, in terms of players and greatness, if people don't know what I think of Yaya Toure, just Google GRIZZ Khan and Yaya Toure and what I think about Yaya Toure. Because Yaya Toure for me is one of the best players ever. That's how highly I rate Yaya Toure. This Premier League season, Samuel Eto'o, one of probably the greatest African
League
footballer.
season. Yeah.
League season.
Yeah?
Don't worry about Premier. Just
Don't
league.
worry
Oh,
about
sorry,
it.
I beg your pardon.
Because obviously City
I
are La
beg your
Liga. That's
pardon.
where he
I
is.
beg your pardon, yeah.
Yeah.
Serie A,
Samuel Eto'o is, and this is a Mohamed Salah fan, Liverpool fan. Samuel Eto'o is probably the greatest African footballer of all time. Many would argue.
Greatest African striker by for sure.
So many would argue, I'm saying.
For sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know. But if I'm picking my team, and you lot know I don't work with aesthetics predominantly, I want my team to win. Remember I said the same thing for Stam, where I said I want, when it was a Virgil van Dijk, I want, stylistically, I don't really care. I want efficiency, I want goals, I want output, season upon season, reliability, injuries, attitude, all of that. You just can't argue with this phenomenon that is Mohamed Salah. For 7-8 seasons we've seen every season goals. And we know the hardest thing in football, regardless of what we may say, take-ons, defending, 1-on-1, the hardest thing in football is to score a goal. That's why forwards are paid the most money ever. And Mohamed Salah, in my opinion, is not as good as Yaya Toure as a footballer. Yeah?
And Eto'o.
And Eto'o, no problem. But You know, Salah is a
The bias is,
phenomenal.
I get it.
The bias is, he has
No, but
to
he's
win.
explained it.
I've
Because it's a
tried to
league.
explain
It's a
it.
league
It's not
campaign.
wrong, it's not wrong.
I think if it's a one-off game, Salah's bottom, potentially.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say that.
over a league campain, it's very hard to argue.
very hard
to argue.
It's hard to
I've
argue.
just
They've all
called-
shown a league campaign.
I've just
though.
called.
I know they have,
multiple.
yeah, I know.
I've just called Eto'O
Yeah.
probably the greatest African footballer. So people can't say bias, because and Yaya Toure is my favourite. Like, you know,
I was just start with
feel
Yaya
that?
Toure, yeah, because
Yeah,
obviously
yeah,
as a
fair.
United fan, like this guy was just a nightmare in terms of physical strength, in terms of box to box, in terms of that power, physicality in midfield,
Everything.
Like, and goal scoring midfield wise, you know, outside the box, left foot, right foot, skills,
beast.
dinking over the top, bro.
Free kicks.
This guy was like a complete midfielder when you deep it. Like, what?
There's no like about it. He was.
Like, he was a passer, he was a shooter, he was a dribbler. Like, for me, he was sensational. You got to remember, like, he played in a Champions League final against United at centre back.
and that was the best club side in world football.
I know.
Where he played out of position,
Out of position.
but still was the best player on
Can
the
I
pitch.
ask a question?
Yeah.
Is he better than Patrick Vieira?
For me, I've said it.
Yes.
Remember, I said it.
Yes,
I
yes.
said it, bro.
Because
He's better
that's
than Patrick
who
Vieira.
I think of when I think of Yaya Toure. I think of Patrick Vieira.
If you want leadership qualities,
with the goals, a little bit more goals in it.
Yeah, so
I know it hurts you, Turkey.
Let him respond. In the Prem, let him respond.
I said it.
In the Prem, I
Vieira's got the bigger legacy,
think
man.
Vieira's probably matched
Bigger
more
legacy,
work.
but as a
maybe.
player.
But as a player,
Attribute.
sorry,
Yaya Toure.
He was a level up.
Yeah, level up.
I'm neutral. Sorry, you might not be neutral because Spurs.
no,
I'm just
no,
saying.
but
He
because of
knows
that.
I love
No, no,
Patrick I'm just saying. I know you're not being biased here. I'm biased. Yeah, we're talking Man City and Arsenal. Yeah, Yaya Toure.
Yeah.
So, because the Yaya point is just, it's ridiculous because it's like for me there was a phase of time in the world where he was the best for me he was the best midfielder.
yeah.
20,
him, Modric,
13, 14.
him, Modric, and a few others.
Yeah.
I'd say for me there was a period where I would say, yeah, you're the best. Like, you're the best right now.
I agree with that.
Burnabout.
I just
everywhere.
think with
Do you know what we talk about? You know when we talk about other players making it look easy or bullying.
Oh, yeah, he
or
made it look
making
easy.
boys against
Yeah.
men.
Striding,
He would-
strolling.
He would bully every other player on the pitch. Like,
Yeah.
you know
Bullying.
I'm big boy. I'm prefect.
yeah.
And the
I'm
you know what
house
strides?
I'm house captain.
But
Line work as well.
then the reason why I'm like, this is tough for me is because with Samuel Eto'o, this guy was just on, like, he was, I think,
Unplayable.
I think he's one of them players where it's like, okay, he did have some injury issues here and there, but when it was time to rep, boy, did this guy rep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Champions League. Before David Villa came in for Barcelona,
Yeah,
they won the
solid,
Champions League final that year. Messi went bonkers, but Eto'o scored 30, I think he scored something like 30 plus
Yeah,
league
yeah.
goals,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And then they sold him to Inter Milan. Okay, no problem. Won the Champions League in his first season.
Treble, bro.
Playing out of position.
Playing out of position.
Not by him.
Frankie,
on the wing.
Frankie.
On the wing. When
Yeah.
he played striker through the middle of the following season, okay, they fell off as a team, but he hit, again, 30 plus goals.
Yeah, yeah.
Under Frank Rijkaard, he scored goals. So we know goals are the hardest thing to score in football, but this guy he's got a clear track
Resume.
record and a banging resume when it comes not just to winning trophies, but scoring
And he
goals.
was the
scoring important
workhorse
goals.
for the Inter team.
Exactly.
But being
Left
impactful
wing,
in
it
every
was-
team that he was in.
Exactly.
Barcelona.
Exactly. Milito's provided more or less.
So it's tough because I hear where Grizz is coming from with Mo Salah. With Mo Salah, you cannot go against the fact that that reliability and even inevitability that someone's going to literally pull you out the mud season in, season out, it can't be taken for granted.
I think
to cut a long story short, I think I can make a case for the other two players doing that to a certain extent for their respective clubs as well. More so Yaya because I think Yaya was able to after Barcelona
He dragged Man City
stayed,
for a while,
He stayed
you know.
at Man City for years. I feel with Eto'o, whether rightly or wrongly, Real Madrid let him go. He found his way back to the top.
Mallorca,
club.
remember he scored
Matched
Mallorca?
it. Yeah, Mallorca. matched
Mallorca.
work.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like,
Bad boy.
So like, I think the point you made with Salah, you can make the case for Eto'o and Yaya Toure. You can.
Yeah, you
Who's got
can.
the better AFCON? I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're talking about league campaign.
I don't think Yaya really. Yaya didn't perform well in
It's
AFCON.
a fair. Ivory Coast never performed
Salah
that
didn't
well.
really perform that well in AFCON either, in my opinion.
Has he not won
His
one?
team
Has
is
he not won one, has
garbage.
he?
No, his team's garbage, to be fair.
And Cameroon have, because I know
They're the best team.
Lorenz
Yeah.
won 2, so Eto'o must have won 2.
Eto'o,
Cameroon have always been
I
the
can't
best- one of the
remember.
best teams. Senegal. and
Cameroon won Olympic gold 2000. They won AFCON 2000 and
Eto'o's
AFCON
bag.
2002. I'm sure
I would-
Eto'o was part
Yeah.
of it.
I would say for their countries, Eto'o's done. I think
Eto'o's
Eto'o's
done more.
performed the best
Eto'o's
for their
done more.
And listen,
country.
is he the only player to have 2 trebles?
You know what?
Definitely the only player to have 2 trebles with different teams. He went from
Seedorf
Barca
won?
to Inter Milan.
No,
He won
one.
treble at
Seedorf
both
got
clubs,
something
no?
in there? Seedorf-
I think
Seedorf won Champions League with 3 different clubs.
3 different clubs.
Right.
This is 2 trebles with 2 different teams. And you know how we look at trebles here because it's once in a...
Yeah.
Well, it's once in 20 average right now, but it's...
Trying to think.
Bro,
This is
That is
honestly,
crazy.
this is the most difficult one
You
you've
know
given
why?
us so far.
You know what it is?
Because I genuinely
If you're
don't
looking
know
at what
who.
you have, I think
Yeah.
it isn't, you know.
And we're talking Premier League season. We're not talking one-off
No,
game.
just league
I
season.
agree
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you, actually.
Yeah.
About if this is a one-off game, Mohamed Salah, I agree with you. The other
There's
two
just too much of a risk.
I agree with
Doing
you.
it in it, you
I
know,
agree
doing
with
it
you.
in different.
But over a
different-
season, but this is
over a
where he
season.
he equalizes.
Guys,
Yes, exactly.
Because
Doing
over a
it in
season, he's a
different
machine.
countries is a big factor for me. Yaya Toure in Barcelona, did it in England. Eto'O, did it in Spain, did it in Italy.
But would you say Salah didn't do it in multiple
Hold on,
countries?
hold on.
Like,
He done
won,
it in
He won
Italy.
in Switzerland,
Because-
he won in Italy,
Yeah.
and he
no,
won
but
in
I'm talking
England.
about to the levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why Liverpool went for him because he was mashing
At
work
Roma.
I don't know. I just
Italy.
think for me, the
Fiorentina.
way we're talking about Yaya Toure and Eto'O was not on the same breath as
Yeah, Toure was
But then
in
is
the
that not?
treble team
But
as
is that
well.
not a case?
treble team.
Is
Yeah.
that not a
Treble
case?
team, yeah.
He was in the
You know
treble
what?
team.
Yeah, he was. He was in the treble team.
He was a DM,
2008,
no?
9.
Yeah, no, I agree, but then I guess the point.
And it was a key factor
But
in
in
them.
favour for Salah, is there not a case to be argued there in terms of platform? Because Mo Salah didn't get the
No,
platform.
no, I'm just trying to give you.
No,
I'm
I
just trying
get
to give
that,
it one
but-
up.
but then-
I
but
don't
then-
think it's a bad thing on
What do you
Salah.
mean he didn't
I'm just
get
going
it?
to give.
As in-
I'm trying to find out
as
what.
in-
we
we
know
where you're going.
As in, so when he,
It's a Liverpool player.
so Samuel Eto'o was at Real Madrid. He got sold.
Yeah.
He mashed work at Mallorca, and then when he went to Barcelona, he was given the opportunity to play. Right?
Yeah.
Yaya Toure, he was scouted. Yeah, he played for Barcelona. He wasn't playing regularly, but where he wasn't getting the minutes that
Sky
he
by
wanted,
Arsenal, remember?
he went to Man City. He was given a platform to play. With Mo Salah, he mashed work in Switzerland so much so that Chelsea took a punt on him. When he went to Chelsea, he wasn't given that platform to perform.
Then
And
went to Roma.
and then went to Fiorentina on loan.
first,
Oh, yeah,
Fiorentina on loan, did well there, and then he went to Rome, and then Roma. He was the best winger in Italy in that season. He was the best winger.
Ridiculous.
So,
Yeah.
but the difference is he was playing for Roma. He wasn't playing for
But you
Juventus.
forget
He
that
wasn't playing for Inter.
Yaya, he had the trial with us, but he went to Olympiacos because team.
Yeah, yeah.
And he had to mash work there. I don't know what work he was mashing because I
Fully
don't watch the
agree.
league.
Yeah,
But
and you can say with
Fully
Eto'O,
agree.
he
I
went
mean,
to Mallorca.
all
went
of them
to
had
Lyon.
that period
They
of
have,
doubt
but-
early on where they had to go do something somewhere. And
100%.
Yeah.
But the point I was making was just in response to his point on
yeah.
he values players doing in other countries. Mo Salah did it in other countries.
Yeah.
It's just that I don't think he got as much recognition for it
'Cause he was at Roma and
he was at
Fiorentina.
Roma. That's what I'm
Who
saying.
has so out of the 3 longevity wise? Who's
Bro, Salah's still mashing up work, man.
it's
Salah, dude, 8
Longevity
seasons.
wise, Eto'o was there until about
Eto'o crashed out at
Eto'o or
that
Salah for
32,
longevity?
33.
Yeah.
Remember?
It's Eto'o or
32.
Salah.
yeah.
Yeah, but he was going from early.
He was going, that's what I'm saying.
was going
to you.
from early.
Whereas Salah was a late bloomer, you would say.
I'd still say
20.
Eto'o. I'd still say Eto'o or
I'm
Salah.
talking about in terms like mashing work.
But then Eto'o's
24.
fallen earlier, right? What
Yeah.
age did he start to decline?
Because he
No,
went
I can't lie to you. He started to decline when he went to
Everton.
Everton, like 32.
You actually know
33.
Chelsea.
at
Chelsea.
us. He,
Chelsea, that's what I'm saying to you.
yeah. He doesn't.
But then he went to Annecy, didn't he? For a bit as well.
He did. Anzi
Annecy Makalala, something like that.
But he
That
went
was
there. But
that
he
was
went there
in
before
between.
Chelsea.
Yeah, that was in
That's what I'm
between.
saying to
interim.
you.
Yeah, that.
And he still wasn't the same.
maybe
there.
that's where you got to start.
It was literally
that's
post-
outside top 5
Mine-
league.
mine's-
He went
mine's
to
hard.
Inter 30 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was there
Stayed till
for
31, won the treble in between that time. And then wherever he went from there, that's where he fell off.
Yeah.
So 32.
10 years maybe.
yeah,
32.
10 years.
10 years.
Mallorca was at 21, 22. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Torre played until what 35.
Nah, he weren't 35. Tory.
I think he was at
Not.
34.
Oh no, I'm talking about top level. Top
No,
level.
he was
top level.
35.
Tory 35.
35. I'm
Not
sure.
top level.
Nah,
the
not
last
top
season,
level,
the
not top
last
level.
season,
Not top level.
the last
He
season.
fell off. He fell off.
32, I think.
No, I think his last top season was probably around. Yeah, you're right. 32, 33.
Yeah,
Let me just
32 for me.
double
I
check.
think something like that.
Yeah.
At City.
The longevity thing is Eto'o or Salah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I think Eto'o
yeah.
was.
It won't be Tory for me longevity wise.
10 years all in, maybe top level 8 years. Salah's the
This
same.
is
around 8
this
years.
is very difficult.
I'm gonna go first then.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause I can't think with this.
I'm gonna go Eto'o starts for me. I'm like GRIZZ, probably in my opinion the greatest African player in my era that I've lived through. But it's very close with Yaya Toure for that, in my opinion, in terms of best African players I've seen. I think Eto'o and Yaya Toure are the best African players I've seen in terms of when you couple up winning stuff with the enjoyment of watching them. Because my actual favourite African player ever is JJ Okocha.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
never
yes.
reached these levels. You
Of
get what I'm
course,
saying? Even
yeah.
Kanu, you look at, and Kanu did. But Eto'o and Yaya combine their ability with the mentality, the work ethic.
Productivity.
Like Yaya was DM at Barca in that treble-winning team, a box-to-box DM, but you
CB,
know, a
not even
destroyer,
DM,
even
CB.
yeah, CB.
Bro.
And then he goes to Man City and he's a 20-goal,
Played
20
in
goal
a 10
season
for
in
a bit,
midfield. Like
almost.
he's just shown a wide variety. Eto'o for me is just a gunman. 2 trebles is crazy. I didn't even realise this till now we're talking about it. There's 2 trebles, different teams. This is nothing against Salah though, because Salah's a machine, and what he's doing this year is crazy. He's gonna beat Henry's record of 2020. He's gonna get 30-20. He's only the 3rd player to join that with Henry and Messi. Only players in the league season to have 20 goals and 20 assists in the same league season. I think Henry's was 2020, Messi's was like 50-20, and Salah's is going to be 40. Regardless, 2020 is a rarity. And I do think generally he's underrated, and a lot of people do look to bring him down. So I feel like it's harsh, but Eto'o and Yaya for me are just the most elite players from Africa I've seen. So Eto'o starts, Yaya bench, sell Salah.
Salah's got over 70% of Liverpool's goals, and we've looked at that front three, and it ain't nothing special. This guy is carrying them to a league title on his own. Like, I can't make a decision. I'll be if I say something, I'm just going to just say it just flippantly, because I really want all of them. I really do want to start all of them.
It's
And that
Because I'm talking about league campaigns.
that's a
gotta
great
be
point
brave,
as well,
bro. You
because
gotta be brave.
And I don't put this as a stain against Eto'o, but I do think Eto'o, when he played at Barcelona and Inter Milan,
Supporting
I don't
cast
think
is better.
I feel like he had a better supporting cast, so he didn't have to carry.
Yeah.
So
But that's what
But
he
he was
showed at
still-
Inter, though. I feel like when he went Inter, he showed a bit more of the... Like, he wasn't the main man up front. He had to provide. But he still put his head down, went left wing, done the
Agreed.
work rate that
Yeah.
Mourinho demands.
But you still had Schneider,
You know how much
Milito.
Mourinho demands.
Yeah.
Eto'o
Yeah,
was
oh,
never
yeah,
that
yeah.
type of
Yeah.
striker,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he went and done it and won another treble. And it's
fully
like,
agree,
right.
but I feel like where I sort of, and I'm not saying this in terms of my rankings, but where I sort of see the Salah point is because Mo Salah has been carrying Liverpool. He's been carrying this Liverpool attack for a sustained period of time now. Mane and Firmino fell off ages ago, and he's still carrying this attack. Yaya Toure, like, you lot know where I stand on Yaya Toure, because when it's time to rep, when it's repping time, you know who's carrying.
Yeah.
And I've said this to Steve multiple times. They talk about David Silva. They talk about all these. Nobody ever talks about Yaya Toure, because when you look at the bedrock that made Man City success, there's a Yaya Toure. His fingerprints are all over it, because when it came for time to carry, there's one man for the job, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think those two have that more so than Samuel Eto'o. But I guess since I'm talking, I'm going to give mine now. I think for me, I'm going with Yaya Toure number 1. I think he starts for me. I think that's the guy I want in my team, right? Second, flip's sake. Second, I'm going to go with Samuel Eto'o. I think he's the greatest. I think he's the greatest African striker of all time, and it's just goals. And unfortunately, with Mo Salah, I'm going to have to sell him.
Fuck.
Who's up next?
So I'll go next.
go on.
I think for me, I'm going to go with similar to Turkish, actually. I'm going to start Samuel Eto'o, mainly because I just think with what he's done in the game and in terms of striker-wise, the best African goal scorer we've ever seen. I've got goals in my team, so I'm going to put thingy on the bench in terms of Yaya Toure. And for me, again, as a powerhouse, unbelievable. I can see Chris is staring at me. He's staring at me.
I'm looking at Toby.
He's staring at me.
I'm looking at Toby. I told you so.
Oh, you can't look at Toby, remember?
Yeah, he's staring at me. He's staring at me. Yeah. And I'm going to sell Mo Salah, unfortunately. I hate to say it, but yeah.
We already know. I don't know why Turkish put him in the list for you, man. For Saeed, should have been another player. But it is what it is.
What was Eto'o's injury record like?
Bad.
It wasn't good. It wasn't
Not
good.
bad.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't.
but
He was
like,
there.
he's still-
Compared to
he's
Yaya.
Can someone search it? Because this is
he's
my decision.
But
really.
No. But to be fair though, Eto'o for Mallorca, he was there for 5 seasons. There were only 2 out of 5 seasons where he didn't play over 30 times.
Okay.
For Barcelona, first season, 37 appearances in the league.
much.
34 in the following season, 19 the following season, 18 the season after that, and then 36 in his final season.
27.
He's a 2 out of 5.
27 and 35 for Inter. He's not a 2 out of 5.
Yeah.
He had 2 injuries.
He had 2, and then Inter he had 2.
Yeah, I'm saying 2 injuries out of 5 seasons at Mallorca and Barca.
Yeah, so he had injury problems, but like for the most part, he still had a considerable amount of minutes.
Yeah.
He was there.
Go on.
The year he played 19 games, he scored 18 goals.
You want a couple more minutes?
So,
Yeah, now you go, Grizz. He's still thinking.
Yeah, for me, it's I'm starting Yaya Toure. And the reason why I'm starting Yaya Toure, especially for the Liverpool fans that may want to crucify me, Yaya Toure for me, because I'm a manager and I'm playing him for the season, Yaya Toure was the best centre-back, Yaya Toure was the best DM, Yaya Toure was the best box 8-8, Yaya Toure was probably even the best 10. Yaya Toure play in my team, I would pick him everywhere and anywhere, and he would be, like Toby says, man on job. Mohamed Salah, the disrespect on his name is scandalous overall.
here?
Especially no, overall I said.
I just want...
Yeah, overall, not here. And we know the discourse will continue until he's retired, and people look back at records, our children, our grandchildren, say, yo, who was that Egyptian brother that scored from right wing? Because when they see his hit map, they will say, he's not a striker, he was a right winger. So Mohamed Salah, I'm going to put I'm going to sub. And again, this is not a slight on Sami Etu. Sami Etu, I just told you that greatest African striker. These lists are elite for a reason.
Yeah.
So I'm just over a league campaign. Etu was always, not always, a couple of times he was a side man. That's not disrespect, but sometimes he was. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. But Yaya Toure.
Was Mane the main man for your first title? Though?
People say that, but
What do you say?
Salah.
Let's not do no slander.
Salah.
I get
I think
it.
Mane
It's a
scored,
tough one.
Mane scored
was-
more clutch goals that
Mane
season.
was
That
mad.
for me is
Mane's mad.
three of the top
Yeah.
5 of all time.
You can't say I'm being biased there, bro. 'cause
African-
Salah,
No.
African players.
you know,
Yeah,
That's 3 of the top 5.
The Toure arguments convinced me to start him because over a course of a whole campaign,
Strong
the guy's got too many options in his arsenal. Like
Too many
it's
strings to his
ridiculous.
bow,
Like
honestly.
you're not getting out muscled. You're not getting out. You're not getting out scored
gets
because he's
spun.
creating. He's scoring. He's taking free kicks.
Oh, yeah, another thing as well.
Aerially,
free
he's
kicks.
defending and attacking
Yeah.
your penalty boxes. He's winning you tackles and duels.
Everything.
He's everywhere. Like
And the caliber.
and he's filling holes.
Talk about the caliber of goals as well.
Yeah, the caliber
Some of the goals
goals
this guy scores.
Some of the long shots.
Bonkers, bro.
The ball's coming towards him,
Bonkers.
and he's just watching it, and he's just letting
he's-
it wrap round his foot
and
into
he's
the
one
far
of those.
corner.
And he's one of those. Even if he's not
Left foot,
captain,
right foot.
Yeah.
Even if he's not official captain, he's captaining you.
Yeah. As long as you manage him right, you look after him, you wish him
captaining
happy
you.
birthday.
Tell the
it's
Man
all
City
good,
fans
bro.
to put more respect on his
They
name.
have to. They
'Cause
have
it
to.
does my head in.
They have to.
Does
They
my head
have
in,
to.
bro.
They've honestly.
Does my head in.
Like, yeah, they have to.
In the last show when we had those midfielder conversations, I was
Fam,
astounded that
I was crazy, man. I was talking about Gundogan and stuff. I just
Yeah. So he's starting. This is a flip of a coin.
Do the right thing.
The argument that I made for Salah about the carry job for me in a season, because I don't know what the rest of the team looks like. I'm gonna go Salah bench and Eto'o sell
fair.
because I don't know what the rest of the team looks like. And I know Salah has already proven time and time
matter
again
who.
that if you have to only look to him, he will deliver for you and he'll stay fit for the whole season. And Eto'o is like 2 out of 5, like you said, he'll get injured. So yeah, that decided it for me.
2 trebles didn't do it. I get it. 2 Salah
tough.
sales,
Yeah.
3
and scoring in
Salah
Champions
sales,
League
2
finals as
Eto'o
well.
sales. Yeah.
Two Champions League
very
finals for
Yeah, I can't
Barcelona.
lie. The Yaya arguments were making me consider, but I said 1 and 2 is very close for me. Yaya
Yeah.
Toure it's hard to describe him.
It was a
What
league
you
campaign.
said,
By the way, it was a league
he could
campaign,
be the
not all
best 10, he
competitions.
can be the best
League
8, he can be
campaign.
the best 6.
Yeah.
All in the same
It
season.
was league,
That is
not
crazy.
all comps. If it was,
Yeah.
so if it was all comps, maybe Eto'o for the finals, but yeah, it was just league. So
Yeah.
People, that's Africa out of the way. Let us know your thoughts. Salah, Eto'o, or Yaya Toure. We've discussed it, given our thoughts,
I enjoyed
opinions.
that.
What do you think of our thoughts? You're going to let us know anyway. Why do I ask? We want to read your thoughts. So put your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the like button. Let's move on to Europe. Europe, I've kept it same positions. I've managed to pull a good one out of the bag, keeping them, in and around the same area. And I've taken the 3 main countries that have the 3 main leagues.
What's that? France,
England,
Spain.
England,
France?
Italy, Spain.
Italy, Spain.
Oh,
yeah.
fair.
England,
France
Italy,
to go.
Spain.
Get out of it, man.
Nah, France 10 years
Just
ago
because
didn't have
PSG
shit.
knocked out Liverpool, it's on your mind.
Nah.
Cool. Xavi, Paul Scholes, or Andrea Pirlo.
That's easy for me. I can't lie.
Yeah, this is
That's
nice and
easy for me. I can't
Easy,
lie.
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's easy for me.
But
When we talk about
Easy for you as well.
yeah, easy for me, man.
it's easy for me.
you're
When we talk about this guy, we talk about, for me, in his prime, the best central midfielder, the best when it comes to passing. Lasers all over. Javi. Honestly, for me, when it comes to passing from that zone of the pitch, he's the benchmark, bro. You're
I agree, I'm
laughing.
not
You're laughing, but he's the benchmark. He's the
Why are you
benchmark.
laughing? Why
And the thing is, he's probably
Is that
laughing.
it?
He thinks
we're gonna hear it.
he thinks because Scholes can ping it 50 yards. I'm talking about playing a pass that literally cuts through 2 defensive lines and puts you in that goal.
Yes.
Not finding a pass that can find the winger to then make the cross. I'm talking about
Because that is the style of football you play, by the way. 4-4-2,
Yeah.
out to the winger, into
Exactly.
the box.
I'm talking about the winger making a run
Yeah.
that nobody
DANI
else can
Alves.
see, but Javi cuts through 2 defensive lines and puts it on a plate, and you're running straight at goal to score. Javi Hernandez, for me, technical brilliance, bro. Like, that's why, like, I have a disdain for midfielders who struggle to pass the ball well. And I even show it with midfielders that I like. When it comes to passing, sorry, this guy is the benchmark. He's the benchmark of passes in that part of the pitch. He's the benchmark. So for me, that's why I said it's not hard. He's number one. And it's no diss on Pirlo. It's no diss on Scholes. Fantastic players, world class, ridiculous. Yeah, but Javi was just.
I agree.
You know what they say.
Next
You know what
level.
they say. It's a color thing. This is what I'm gonna say. Is it a name thing? You know, because Javi Hernandez. It sounds nice, isn't it? But if I say to you, Paul
He's nasty.
Scholes, you know what I mean? It don't sound exotic, does it?
He's
It
absolutely
don't sound
disgusting.
exotic.
You know,
That's
I like
all.
that.
That's all
Let
he's
him-
done
let him
right.
go, let him go,
He's
let him
just
go.
basically
Let him go.
mentioned every attribute that Paul Scholes could do. And I'm not again discrediting Javi. Javi's one of the best midfielders we've ever
Paul
seen.
Scholes can't pass that.
Let
Javi.
him go,
Bro,
man.
broski.
You said your piece.
A guy who started off as a box to box, right? You know what I mean? He started off as a basically a second striker, as a 10. Then as his career went on, yeah, this guy, in terms of you say split defenses open, Paul Scholes could do that. Long range, short range. Okay, maybe short range I'll give Javi the better, I would say, in terms of the crisper passes and, you know, 1-2 give and go, I give it to Javi. But passing range for me, Paul Scholes could. Was it Ivanito? What did they say? Ivanito
That's
pass.
one you got right for a long time,
Freddie
bro.
through
Wow, that
Ivanito
was easy for you.
into the feet of Giggs, into the feet
Yeah,
of
brilliant.
Beckham, Ronaldo, Rooney, into the feet, bro. The vision, the intelligence, year on, big games, 38 years old, the goals against Barcelona in the semi-finals of the Champions League.
Old Trafford.
Old Trafford, bro. For me, this guy was a
What a
genius,
strike.
bro. There's a reason why these guys like Zidane and these man speak about him in this grace is that this guy was a football genius, bro. When you said it about Madison, yeah,
You're fucking disgraced.
It's a disgrace.
You know, you look at the names we're bringing up on the table.
Sorry.
I know.
Sorry. I am going to interject
For
here because
Madison.
I'm not having it. I'm not having that from someone who called
I will say-
Maguire Harry
It breaks my
Beckenbauer.
heart.
No, listen to
I
me.
am not having that
Listen
from
to
someone
me,
who
listen
said
to me.
Harry
Listen
Maguire
to
is
me.
Harry Beckenbauer.
I would
You better shut your mouth
interject.
right now.
Look at
it right now.
I would let you interject, yeah. This guy is a football genius. I am putting, for me, like, honestly, bro, like, I love Xavi, but Paul Scholes, bro, he could do it in any league. Put him in the Italian league, he would mash up work. Put him in the Spanish league, he would do work. He was a cultured footballer.
I agree, he was.
Cultured footballer, bro. You know what I mean? When you want to dictate the game, he can dictate it for you. Slow, every aspect of the game, bro. When he started off his career, box to box, scoring goals, a goal scoring midfielder when he started, bro. I think has he not got over 100 Premier League goals?
The one
I'm
thing I'll
sure
say,
he's got just under.
Stylistic,
the
go
one
on.
thing I'll say with these 3 midfielders is they could all play for that Barcelona team. And they
Easily.
would not look out of place one bit.
Absolutely.
I really don't think they could.
Shout.
I like all of them. Like, again, this is why it's such a great
Shout.
list.
This is a great list, by the way.
Because technically, all 3 of these are creme de la creme.
Do you know why I disagree? Because I think Xavi's a bit
No,
faster.
I put Xavi at the bit. I put Xavi first.
You mean a
Yeah,
bit more?
not just on the ball,
just-
but like.
No, wait, sorry.
It just looks
no.
good.
No, Turkish.
Turkish.
Please blame him because
It's aesthetics.
No,
It's
sorry.
aesthetics.
Can you stop?
Because he
No,
does, you know,
blame him.
He just, you know, let's be honest,
stop.
though. This is where you're going with.
Stop. Because now you're being, this.
I'm not being disingenuous.
You are because you keep.
Paul Scholes can do this.
Stop it, please, because you keep doing this aesthetics thing. We're older than you. We watch these guys play, so we know what. No.
How old am I?
I'm like 2 years, 3 years. So
Year 9, year
I'm
11.
saying it. I'm saying it because you
Get out
can't.
the cage, man.
I'm saying it because you can't bullshit a bullshitter. You can't tell us. You can't tell us it's aesthetics because we watch these men play. When he's talking about faster decision making, it's true because it's not just aesthetics. It's not just turning on the ball. Javi gets the ball within 5 seconds. He's putting man through on goal. Paul Scholes could not do that to the level that Javi could.
Yeah, but you got to remember, they play two styles of play. The one play the tick-attacker football.
Yes.
And this is
It's
what I was
also,
going to say.
Again, is that being used against Paul Scholes?
No, it's not being used against Paul Scholes because I'm not talking about the style of play.
Everyone loves it.
I'm not talking about the style because you're talking about the style. I'm not talking about the style. I'm talking about a specific facet of their game. Turkish said he moves the ball faster than Scholes. That's a fact. That's not.
I don't think that's a clear fact.
Yes, it is because you watch. Yes, it is because you watch them play.
However, if Scholes was it's a lot of if buts and maybes, but for me, if Scholes was in La Masia and he was brought up to play that style, he is no problem handling business in that team and playing that way. It's because at Manchester United under Ferguson, we have to remember the way Ferguson wanted to play in that 4-4-2. The style is completely contrasted.
When he went all his career,
even though I have Xavi top with the understanding that I'm docking Scholes points purely because he's playing for Manchester United in a style and in a way of play that it doesn't compare to Barcelona.
You enjoy the style more of Barcelona, that's why.
Xavi's integral to that.
I'm not saying to you that, but
I'm just saying Scholes could definitely do that.
We're not based on the player then. We're not based on the player. You're based on the style.
I think where Scholes...
The platform that Xavi's on is a better platform.
But then you just said...
But he's also he's therefore showcasing
But you just said, though, if Scholes go to that La Masia team, he's doing what he does.
Yeah, but we're talking about...
Grizz has to say. Go on.
I think Matisse, the first point that he made about all three would fit that Barcelona team is mad. And I think that's a lot of brownie points for Scholes, right? In terms of... You know how we spoke about Yaya Touré's flexibility and everything else? And out of the three, he has got more weapons in his game.
Yeah.
Okay? More range, more variety, could play as an 8. Possibly could play at the base of the diamond, yeah. As an 8, and, fantastic 8, fantastic shot. Actually, Pirlo had a strike as well. But Scholes, Pirlo probably had the best set pieces.
Set piece,
set piece merchant out of them. I think the three Turkish has chosen is a bit hard because they're different. Like Pirlo and Xavi, Scholes is a different type of player, but brownie points for him in terms of he'd fit in nicely in Barcelona.
Are they the best representation of each of them countries in that position?
Yeah,
is there a better Englishman I could have picked? Is there a better Italian I could have picked? Is there a better Spaniard?
In terms of that way of playing? I think those three are the best.
Yeah, Gerrard was a
in that case. In that case, my list is very easy. Yeah, but we'll get to it when we get to it. But everything that you said about Xavi, I want to multiply by 2 if it's possible because he loaded up Xavi enough.
I guess people are saying it's easy, and I'm going to make an assumption here because they're going to sell Pirlo. But Pirlo, but he's special as well.
Very special.
Like across clubs as well. He's done it international level.
He's
was in
Again, it's one of those ones we don't even want to look like we're shitting on anyone. Like Pirlo, you're going to rattle off his record for Italy as well. Bad boy, integral, the brains, the whole brains. Like Pirlo, we talk about seeing things behind the back. Pirlo wouldn't even look behind. Pirlo's first time switch is iconic.
Yeah, iconic.
Kids that ain't watched Pirlo, watch Pirlo's first time. It's iconic. It's legendary. But Xavi was 4'11", and he had every type of midfielder trying to beat him up. Every type of midfielder to force him off the ball, strong him off the ball. Mourinho tried every tactic. All of these coaches to stop. Everything was not stop Messi, but stop Xavi. And for pretty much a decade, they could not stop Xavi. Xavi made that tiki-taka he was tiki-taka. When
Yeah, he
people
was
talk
a-
about Pep was tiki-taka, Xavi was tiki-taka. That's just my opinion.
It's a mental game. With Xavi,
But
it's a
scores a
mental
lot of brownie
game. Though.
points though.
I think
I hear you, but
with the Pirlo one, like the brilliance with Pirlo is that like he always like the very best midfielders seem like they do things so quickly, but they feel like it's like they do it effortlessly.
Effortless.
It feels like
That's
they
the word,
have
that's the
more
word.
time than others,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that's the vibe I get with Pirlo, and the longevity thing absolutely counts. So when you're talking about Scholes, the longevity thing should also count for Pirlo as well.
But
Because
Xavi was playing until 35 as well.
no, but I'm saying because you mentioned it and it goes for Xavi as well. But I'm saying that like Pirlo went deep, right?
Deep.
For Italy, for Juventus, for Milan. SAEED is gonna say aesthetics, but I think that aesthetics point for me, I see it more for Pirlo than I see it for Xavi. In the sense where
I get what you mean. It's all on the pitch. I get what you
Pirlo
mean.
had the aesthetics with the substance, but when you watch someone visibly, I'm watching this guy play and he just screams ball.
What is it? Long hair tax. That's what it is, isn't it?
No, it's not long hair tag.
No, you know what it is. You know what it is. But you know what they say nowadays? They say Calafiori's aura.
That's
Nah,
what,
mate.
yeah, Calafiori is another
This
example.
guy
That's
is
why I said
aura.
long hair.
No.
Look at the
Is it
fall
long
off of
hair
our
tag?
beautiful
I
game.
know.
We're talking about
Maldini.
We're talking about
We're talking about
Pirlo's.
technical brilliance.
No, bro. I'm just giving you an example,
No,
bro.
we're talking about
No, but then that's the
Calafiori.
thing.
No, but he knows what I'm saying. The hair thing.
The hair
So that's
thing.
why.
This
This
game
guy was
has
like-
fallen off.
But that's
I
why.
know.
Cliff.
But
By
that's
the
why
way, I'm just
like,
saying that now.
When you look at like so like Paul Scholes was a superb man behind the striker initially when he came out the gate and he was scoring goals.
Yeah.
But I feel like
The way he transformed his career.
Yeah,
is
exactly. He
unbelievable.
transformed his career fantastically,
Yeah.
and I think he got worldwide plaudits for the work he did as a midfielder. And I think, but then this is why I'm like, if we're looking at the midfielding, so we're not take away I know goals as part of midfielder, but if we're talking about that center of the pitch, central midfielder, what do you want your central midfielder to do when it comes to keeping possession, playing the ball forward, etc., etc.? You keep laughing. I'm just
I'm
saying.
not laughing, but I keep saying like, yo, he did that. Let me give you an
didn't
example.
say-
Paul Scholes he was tired. He came out of retirement. Fergie pulled him out. Yeah. The season after, we won the league title with Paul Scholes and Cleverly essentially played in midfield.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that he didn't do it. That my argument
at the age of 39.
But my argument is Paul Scholes didn't do it. Of course, Paul Scholes.
Yeah.
Of course, Paul Scholes did it because he was one of the best dictators when he was playing.
That's what I'm saying. The IQ, the game intelligence.
But then the game, everything you just mentioned, the other like. Xavi did that better than Scholes. He did.
See, I generally,
He
man,
did.
you know what it is for me.
Let's give our list.
Let's give our
Yeah,
list.
no, let's give our list. We're gonna be, you know what I'm saying.
I said, look, you start this time and we work our way
Yeah.
around this way. Matisse.
Number
Scholes,
one is
Pirlo.
Xavi for me, 100%. I just think he was just ridiculous. Scholes, Pirlo is tough, but over the course of a season, obviously, yeah, Scholes has got different versions of him. I'm probably taking the younger version of Scholes actually, because I don't need the older version. I don't think for the season, the goal scoring version. I'll take Scholes and then Pirlo. So.
Listen, for me, it's my greatest ever player. You know what I mean? Without a shadow of a doubt, man. Like Paul Scholes, gonna obviously start, and then obviously I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna bench Xavi Hernandez, and then I'm gonna sell Pirlo.
I get it. Your favourite
Yeah.
player. Makes
Yeah.
sense. I'm with Matisse. But it is difficult with Scholes and Pirlo for me. No disrespect to either before, because I know he's your favourite player, but I think it's tight.
It is, yeah.
I'm going to lean on the words of the legends that I've heard and read talk of. I live through it and say Scholes is the best midfielder, and I mentioned Zidane here amongst other names. And that plays a big part for me because their opinion counts more. They've played with them and against them. So Xavi starts, elite. I don't think no one like him at all.
Keep
And
going.
Scholes bench and Pirlo sold.
this was the easiest for me.
Same.
And was that the
Out
three
of
there?
all of what we've done so far, this was clear, easy. Xavi, Scholes, Pirlo. Easy.
Same with Uncle. That was the easiest one for
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay. I thought we might actually all agree on this, but then
Yeah.
No,
There's always one.
Yeah,
When it's Man United, they're the best.
I can't believe it, man.
They're always-
He's sold every Liverpool player so far, and he's started every Man United player.
Xavi Hernandez, guys. Go get your name, Xavi, and you're unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Nah,
What you're doing now, you're going to get
you-
flopped. I'm so glad he's done
I hope he
this.
gets
Because you're going to get...
Xavi Hernandez.
You're going to get flopped.
If you
This
call
isn't
him
helping your
comments
case.
for that.
This isn't helping your case.
Are you the man that
No
said
context.
Alejandro
Garnacho.
Garnacho?
This isn't helping your case. It's so funny.
Blame him.
Listen.
Blame him.
He's gonna
False
wonder why
stuff.
no context is ripped there and put it out there. You know?
Yeah.
Man said because of his name.
People, that's Europe out of the way. Let us know Scholes, Pirlo, or Xavi. GRIZZ, TOBS, they said it's the easiest one so far. There's a bit of discrepancy, but we've all sold Pirlo. So, yeah, I think that's the first time we've agreed across the board on at least one of the segments in terms of sale. But let's move to South America. Before I move to South America, I want to ask you a question, yeah?
Yeah.
Just a name. I just want a name just to help form this free for me.
Yeah.
Who do you lot rate higher, Alves or Marcelo?
Alves. for me.
Marcelo.
Alves.
Marcelo.
This ain't even the test.
That's tight.
This is a quick
It's
one.
very
Alves.
tight. It's very tight.
Turkish,
It's
man.
very tight. I'm talking like one's here, one's like
I was going to say Alves,
It's
but I'm
very
like,
tight.
I don't
It's
really
very
know.
tight.
Alves.
Alves, man. Just the way.
Okay, so Alves
footballer.
I will say Dani Alves literally
Alves
by
is on the list.
by
Okay.
a percentile.
Okay, Alves is on the list. I just wanted to confirm.
said Marcelo.
I wanted to confirm if there may be, if that's just my preference or if there's a better option, but Marcelo definitely deserves a shot.
Alves.
South America, I'm sticking to a position here on the pitch anyway. We start with Alves. He was on the list, so you know that. Dani Alves,
Yeah, so that's why you're going to, out the Brazilian.
Cafu,
Cafu.
and Zanetti.
Oh my god.
You're nasty.
Oh my days.
I'm glad that reaction after he did the easy one.
That's
We got
a nasty
Cafu,
piece of work.
Zanetti,
And
Alves.
I know what you've done. You've gone attacking, balance, defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're nasty. You're nasty work.
Who wants to
You've
go
gone
first?
with the killer tactician.
wants to go first?
I love all
Master
three of
Italian.
these,
I love all
can't
Sorry.
lie.
Bro, I don't know what to
I
say.
think, listen, if you're talking about for me, the best modern day right back I've seen ever, it's Dani Alves. For me, I know, listen, GRIZZ will talk about Cafu and what he represented and whatnot, but if you're talking about all-rounder, passing, technique, free kicks, you know what I mean, just playing in that Barcelona team as well. When he was at Sevilla, I thought he was absolutely unbelievable. Carrying the ball, skills even, like, bro, like, he was a complete right-back. Defensively, cool, people said whatever, but I still think defensively he was good as well. Attacking-wise, the balance he had with that great Barcelona team, I think this one is quite easy for me, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I know you lot are saying, woo, what, look, but I'm talking about a guy who, brother, he literally transformed the way you view a fullback. Like, for me, in my era, anyway, when I was growing up,
how you not doing?
when
I am not doing, because
Dani
there's
someone
Alves,
else who literally
2004, I remember he came in, was it
fullback era,
2004,
before that.
2007?
I know
It
that,
might have
but
been
I'm saying
between
he
that
came
era.
and then he
At
did his
Sevilla,
own thing.
and then he came to Barcelona, and he just, for me,
Why are we
just went
talking over
up
him?
and up and up and up. I think Dani Alves is, I'm not saying clear, but he's, for me, he's the benchmark.
I'll be very respectful.
Now, I am going to be respectful.
I've seen Dani Alves obviously more.
Yeah.
Like
Cafu is,
like,
bro.
I've
Bro, I wish I watched him more. I wish
Yeah.
I watched him more.
Dani Alves changed lives.
He changed lives.
He changed lives. That guy in that Barcelona team was so good.
Yeah.
His off the ball movement, like we talk about the pass, of course, but his timing of runs, his
Yeah.
shooting
Yeah.
technique. This is why when you said Marcelo earlier, my jaw dropped because we're talking about modern day fullbacks. It's incredible what they were able to do. Like on the ball, these guys were extraordinary.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Marcelo's like a left-sided Dani Alves, though.
No, that's
like
that's fair.
Yeah, basically,
what,
he is, yeah.
what couldn't they do?
I need to speak
on the ball.
I need to
Sorry,
speak.
but-
I need to speak for the elder generation a little bit, just a little bit, because look, Dani Alves.
Quality.
Yeah, no quality. He's like,
Who paved
well,
the
you
way?
picked him, but you know, there's footballers that I wish we all could have watched. I wish I was the same age as all of. I wish we were all the same age, and watched the last 3 decades, right, wherever. Because Cafu is one of those that you put the TV on, because Cafu's playing
A fullback.
from fullback.
Yeah.
So you talk about Trent. talk about Alves in terms of transformational fullbacks and play the game. You know the tradition of Brazilian fullbacks, yeah? And we've seen the famous goal of that guy, Carlos Alberto. You know, we've seen the clip.
Yeah.
No, Carlos Alberto, the 1970s captain, where, you know, that little flick Pele does and comes in and smashes it and all these iconic... Cafu was chewing gum, running on the pitch, Brazilian, 6 foot, I think he was. Someone
he was 6 foot,
6 foot fullback. Brother was a thoroughbred.
Was a tank as well.
Was a thoroughbred.
Bro.
You're not beating him one-on-one, because if you wanted to grit it out and fight with you, be nasty, be toxic, be like, come on, what are you going to do? Be nasty, you could do that. But going forward, his magic touch, like his play with a smile, he was like, what's the word? What's the Brazilians use that word, man?
Jogo Bonito.
Jogo Bonito from right back. Yeah. And then you're coming to Zanetti. How do we talk about Valverde in 2025?
Right.
Now, how do we talk about Valverde? What's Valverde mean to us in 2025? We call him like the most fittest, completest, you know. Zanetti was him.
Disgusting.
Fact.
Zanetti was him.
Keep going.
We talk about Valverde like playing right back, playing right midfield, play centre back, play DM, play as an 8. Zanetti was him. He had that dog. And you would not outrun him, you would not outpace him. Mentality, we talk about as leadership, everything balance. So I hear everything like about Alves, and I respect and I appreciate everything. But I just wanted to represent that generation of Cafu and then Zanetti, who played it differently. So, you know, we talk about Azpilicueta.
Modern day fullback, but this is Zanetti's taking it back.
Zanetti, yeah. So
locking
it's not
people.
Easy work for me at all.
It's not easy work. No,
I need more time to reflect. Yeah. I'm not going to speak for about 2 minutes because I'm thinking.
Javier Zanetti was like, so you mentioned Azpilicueta there. He was like a Azpilicueta in terms of versatility, but as a footballer, he was miles better.
Yeah.
Miles better.
Yeah.
Sorry,
miles better.
Before people start flogging me, the older generation, I didn't compare him to
as a footballer.
He had for the modern people, he had Lahm about him as well.
Yeah.
Philip
and this is it. Left back, right back, and he had the longevity. He had the
mixed
quality.
Valverde and Lahm.
So
tactical acumen.
There was what year was it? So when we the Gareth Bale year, like I remember when we were falling down, he must have been like 36, 37, and he was
Mourinho's right hand.
He was cooking us from like left back. He was literally cooking us. He was cooking us, bro. Zanetti is just like He's the, you know, when we talk about Mount, he's a Mount Rushmore for fullbacks. He's a Mount Rushmore for fullbacks. Easily. But so are some of these players. Like, I get your point. I get your point on. So you made a good point on Cafu. So Cafu was a trailblazer. So he came in and he trailblazed in his era. But here's what I'm going to talk on Alves, because Alves took what Cafu did, and I think. I'm going to say, I think he did it better.
Better team.
I think he did it better.
It comes to the better team.
Yeah, but you say it comes to the better team.
You're working with the greatest footballer of all time, of all generations. But he was in tandem.
Okay, but he was
talking about XAVI, the greatest midfielder we've just discussed.
Okay, but he was mashing. But he mashed work at Sevilla. There's a reason why Barcelona went for him. He mashed work at Sevilla. He mashed work at Sevilla.
Agreed.
And it's one thing to play with the best player in the world, this is that and the third. There were multiple games. The same thing I said with Marcelo. There were multiple games where you can actually say, Dani Alves has won Barcelona this game of football.
Agreed.
This is a right back. Dani Alves has won Barcelona this game of football.
Yeah.
Whether it's big goals, assists, dribbling, creativity, just bonkers footballer.
Yeah.
Bonkers, bro. Absolutely bonkers. So for me, respect to Cafu, because when I was initially watching football, again, Cafu was up there with the standard bearers when it came to fullbacks. But I feel like, again, the game has changed.
All of you lot would have watched, put the TV on to watch Cafu.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I just said.
I want to watch it now. I want to watch it right now.
That's what I just said.
That was
put the TV on to watch Cafu, man.
Yeah, so he was a standard bearer. But
what's this guy, man?
Where football has evolved, like now you want your fullback to do X, Y, and Z. I think where you want your fullback to do X, Y, and Z, I think the best example of that right now, is the likes of Dani Alves, is the likes of Marcelo, because defending, maybe you could I'll probably give to Cafu, because I think Cafu was more solid than them. But I think with the ball at their feet,
tenacious tackler Cafu.
With the ball at their feet, good luck, bro. Good luck finding many fullbacks that can compete with Dani Alves. Good luck.
You can't.
I hear you.
Is Cafu the best balanced out of the three?
No, I think it's Zanetti.
Zanetti.
I think it's
Zanetti.
Zanetti.
Positional
Because of
versatility.
positional
But it's
versatility and the
close
way he
with
was.
Cafu, man.
Cafu-
But actually, you know what?
Because
Cafu had balance.
In my head, I'm thinking Cafu
He was a beast.
Yeah.
Cafu and Zanetti, I think, were beasts defensively and offensively, whereas Alves, I fall just short of saying
Defensively.
beast.
Yes,
defensively.
I agree with
He
you.
wasn't a beast defensively.
No, he wasn't.
That's why I think makes a difference for me.
But going forward, he's better than the
Well,
other
going
two.
forward, he was like
Depends on what you want,
supernova.
man.
And
Yeah.
these two, and Cafu and Zanetti played not in the best teams in the Italian league, but in the best era of it, which, you know, defensively, you look at the names, like Cafu played for Roma the majority, and then I think he went AC.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Zanetti played for Inter, and Inter
Cafu
had their
at
period.
Roma.
Had their periods of.
But yeah,
Bro, and I think this plays a part. And then Alves, the whole defensive side. I know the game's evolved, and like that's why you hear people saying Stones is world class because of the whole changing. But that's love. I'm not trying to mock Alves' name here by saying so. But what I'm saying is Alves. I
I'm glad you-
appreciate the attacking side, and listen, he is generational. He is a goal. Like in this position, he is one of the greats. But I don't. His name just doesn't. Maybe this should have been Cafu, Zanetti or Roberto Carlos or something like that, because I feel like Alves maybe suits more of.
I think you've done well putting him in there because the comments are gonna ride out for Dani Alves.
Yeah, because
because
that's
it's a
what they
younger
know.
generation.
That's what
so,
they know.
But then you're gonna get some older heads that are gonna be like, if you man dare think you can disrespect Zanetti, I'm gonna
He's the
slap
most
your head
decorated
off.
player, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean?
Most decorated
He
player
is.
of all time.
Yeah,
He is.
one of the most decorated
I
players.
think he
He's
is.
the most
Lord
decorated
have
player.
mercy.
He's won the most.
he's one of the most. I don't know if he's the.
I think he's won the most trophies out of every
Out of
footballer.
all of these, lot, Cafu's the only one that's won an international. Well, actually, I mean World Cup here.
Yeah, Zanetti did win the
not
In
Copa.
Argentina and
Argentina didn't win Copa
Brazil
for a
won
while.
Copa, I think, under
did.
Cafu, but they won it with Alves as well. No,
Copa. I can't
Neymar's won
remember.
a Copa. No,
I'm gonna start.
What was
I'm gonna
he?
start this.
Was he?
I'm gonna start this off.
Neymar hasn't won a Copa, no, because he was injured when they won it. But I don't know if Alves was starting regularly when they won it. He actually might have been.
Maybe,
That was what,
yeah.
2018,
yeah. A
19?
World Cup level.
I've made my decision. I've made my decision.
Yeah, I made it as well.
Who start? Told
I'm
you
ready
start
to
this
start.
one.
Okay.
So for me, I'm gonna go with Dani Alves number 1.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Javier Zanetti number 2, and then I'm gonna go. So Dani Alves to start, Javier Zanetti for sub, and then I'll probably sell Cafu. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Sounds crazy, innit?
I wanted a couple of minutes to think.
I'm ready. If you wanna.
Yeah, I still haven't. I wanted a couple of minutes, so I stayed quiet and I still haven't come to my conclusion. So you go.
Over the course of a season, I'm gonna start Zanetti. The leadership, the intangibles, the tone that he sets, the positional versatility, the balance, just ridiculous. And then I'm gonna bench Dani Alves. I'm gonna unfortunately sell Cafu.
So would you say Zanetti's a better player than Alves then, overall?
I think Dani Alves is. Okay, I've watched more of Dani Alves, so I think Dani Alves is just a stupid
but you're looking
footballer.
at a whole season.
Stupid footballer. I think
Yeah.
he's the best footballer on this list. But Zanetti, all those intangibles and the fact that he's also a brilliant footballer and the positional versatility over the course of a season,
What was his brother's name again?
I got to put him in there.
Zanetti.
I got to put him in there.
Yeah.
Did his brother play for Lazio?
I can't remember. His brother wasn't that good.
No.
No.
I think he was a midfielder. He's like a DM.
I'm going with TOBS. I'm going to start Dani Alves. I'm going to bench Zanetti. And I'm going to sell Cafu. I know.
I'm building dogs, bro.
I can't believe this.
Costa and Zanetti.
I'm selling Alves. I'll start backwards. That's the one I'm kind of. I know, and this is no disrespect to him. I lived through Cafu and Zanetti and that feed. And you know me, I'm an old school guy. Back in my day, guy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Cafu, Zanetti comes down to maybe personal preference.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean towards start Zanetti, sub Cafu, impact. I mean, beast. You could probably put him on right wing.
Yeah.
Gets into that. I can imagine it in modern day football. So yeah, start Zanetti, sub Cafu. Doesn't feel right. Usually I say start Cafu, but start Zanetti, sub Cafu, sell Alves. That's me.
Matisse is the youngest here, and I kind of agree with everything he said. And I'm the eldest. I've seen most of those players play all the thing. As a player, I was a bad boy player, you know. It was all about flair and skill. And if I was a player, I would say, yeah, Dani Alves. But this question is if you're the manager and you're picking your team for the season.
Yeah.
Javier Zanetti is the first name after Yaya Toure on my team of footballers.
And he'll be my captain.
In world football.
Yeah, he's a captain as well.
In world football,
Yeah.
Dani Alves, like you said, I smirked when you said he's a stupid footballer.
Yeah.
Dani Alves is a stupid footballer. He's
Crazy.
mad.
Crazy.
I'm going... And Cafu brought smiles to my face when I was growing up. Pause. For the kids, dickheads out there. As a footballer, footballing pleasure, watching Cafu play. Cafu's getting sold though. That's like, what the fuck?
That hurts.
So what, 4 men have sold Cafu?
That's like, what the fuck? And that hurts me the most because my era.
It's crazy.
And again, I'm
subbing Dani Alves because he'll come on and dazzle up a change.
I think
Dani Alves off the bench, you know. Yeah, he probably would because he looks up to Cafu. 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
I know he would. I know.
That's why I just felt like I had to change it up a little bit.
Zanetti, if you could sculpt a footballer, like you see his face, man, it's
Chiseled,
bro. And he's a chiseled player. And people talk about Valverde in this thing. Zanetti was ×2 Valverde. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Fair.
And more, like I said.
That's what I'm saying, though. But you see what I'm saying?
How he could move about and play different positions and how good he was on the ball. Like Zanetti was just different. Unbelievable. To be honest, when I look at those three, I'd make it. I would have made him captain. The other two, I'll probably be looking elsewhere for captain.
I can't use the same. I use the same theory for Yaya Toure for Zanetti in terms of I want players that can play multiple positions. You could put Zanetti everywhere on that pitch.
Yeah.
Cool people. That's South America done. So we've done Africa, we've done Europe, we've done South America. We've given all of our thoughts, all of our opinions. That was the latest one. Cafu, Zanetti or Dani Alves, leave us your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Obviously hit that like button. We should have hit 1,000 by now. The video's nearly coming to an end. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. But obviously go check out the Premier League all-time start sub-sales we've done as well. We've done 3 of them. It's in the bag. They're ready. They're there. So if you got some time, go over there and check them out. Individual channels in the description below. We're doing hella content, people. So show some love. Steve's channel's there as well. And Skull Thuggery. So yeah, we'll keep it moving on to the next one. But for now, we'll see you next time, people. Love for the love. We're out. Peace.